And now, good evening.
I'll take you to the door.
Oh, no, please. I'd feel more at home if I let myself out. Goodbye, Elizabeth. Goodbye, Miss Winters. Miss Victoria.
This dude is smooth as buttered bread, isn't he? I couldn't possibly give up a syllable of it. He's so good.
Dark shadows.
Hello, it is I, Joel Sharpton, one half of the Articulate Coven, and this is my watch of the original supernatural soap opera, Dark Shadows. Same me, same bat time, same bat channel, except we're back in the room again, right? I'm back at home, just like Barnabas Collins. Haha, see, there's metaphor here. I want to give you some feedback from YouTube. First off, let's talk about this stuff. J2299 says on episode 190, yes, in a small town, it's entirely possible that the driver would remember the few people boarding in Collinsport and when they departed. My town was thus as a youngster. All right, thank you, J2. And also, Godless Vulcan says on 191, I get why folks say to start with Barnabas, but for me, this arc is just as good a start to these supernatural stories as the initial vampire arc. Malay is just too good to skip. I agree. Diana Malay would have been worth it alone. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known that Dark Phoenix was based on Dark Shadows, for instance. I agree that the story was drawn out too long, but that is par for the course for Dark Shadows. Also, to miss Mitch Ryan as Burke is a big loss to starting with Barnabas as well. Thank you very much. Okay, one final one here. Well, a couple more. First of all, on episode 191, City Dweller says, this episode wrapped up the almost 70-episode Laura Collins arc that ended with Laura versus Vicky for David, with Liz's coming out of her trance, a symbol that the love Vicky has for David is winning out. This is a very symbolic story with the fight of two mothers for the love and the life of a child, although the stretching of the climax diminished Vicky a bit, in my humble opinion. I agreed. The original story Bible, the show Bible written to pitch the show and before it went supernatural, had a totally different story in mind for Laura Collins, alcoholic, and her exit, a death, resulting in Vicky being blamed and standing trial. Wow, that would have been vastly different. You're right. Okay, here's a cool one. Mask Man Core. Hey, I've been watching classic Dark Shadows since late 2024. Your reaction videos appear in the search results when I'm researching the series. Having fun watching you react to the episodes I've already seen. Suggestion, could you create a separate playlist for each arc going forward? It's easier to binge without scrolling down over 100 episodes. Man, hadn't thought about that. Thank you so much, Mask Man. Also, cool to find out that we're showing up in the search results for the show now. All right, one more I wanted to get to here. Let's see, where was it? Aha, okay, Bill Verne. If this was The Princess Bride, the grandfather would be shutting the book and telling you he'd better stop because you're taking this much too seriously. That was on episode 191. Thank you, Bill. All right, we've got some good feedback from our patrons on the last couple of episodes too, but we'll wait to get those a little later on. Right now, we're going to get into this episode 212 of Dark Shadows, as in fact Barnabas has arrived. Let's see what he's going to get up to.
I don't believe it.
I beg your pardon.
What is Barnabas?
And you're Elizabeth. Cousin Elizabeth.
Cousin Elizabeth. Yes, I guess I am.
I apologize for coming without letting you know in advance.
It's uncanny.
What is?
With that portrait over there, have you seen it?
Yes. It's extraordinary, isn't it?
Well, if it weren't for the clothes, well, forgive me for staring, but for the moment it seems as though I'd seen a
ghost.
Close, Liz. Close. But no cigar on Ghost. Okay. Literally not even a full scene yet. I'm just going to give you my impressions. I'm eating Jonathan Frid up with a delicious little spoon, though. if you've watched any of my other stuff, you know I tend to prefer my vampires blonde with long hair, a little sassier. But I think I'm going to like Barnabas already.
Well, the likeness is remarkable. I can hardly believe it.
The Collins blood always had a certain persistent strength.
This is no way to greet a relative. Welcome to Collins.
Thank you, cousin.
All right. We already know, like the primary thing we do know about Barnabas is that he does, in fact, like his bling. So here we go, folks. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is going to be so much fun, y'all. It's going to be so much fun. I didn't say this earlier, so I'll say it now. If you are watching this on YouTube, we got here a long time ago. You could get them early, ad-free, more often at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. And thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the show.
So there's a whole branch of the Collins family flourishing in England, and I never knew it.
Flourishing may be hardly the word for it. Alas, I am the sole remaining member.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you no family of your own?
As yet, no.
But there's still hope.
Oh, there's always hope.
Anyone definite?
Not as yet.
Did you come to America to find a bride?
Well, that wasn't my sole purpose, but I don't rule it out as a possibility.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Shall we sit down?
Thank you.
Going straight to Dracula storyline. Wasn't my sole purpose, but I don't rule it out as a possibility. Again, loving his delivery. This guy is delectable. I mean, I knew we would get here. I knew this is the part of Dark Shadows that I connected with as a child, right? I knew this is the part that is so memorable, primarily to people. But still, I'm just giddy.
I've always loved Collinwood. It's just as I remembered it.
Remember it? But you've never been here before.
But I feel as though I have. Descriptions, stories, they've all been handed down from generation to generation. And being here now is like returning to a memory from childhood. Oh, don't be surprised if I know Collinwood quite well. Even the old house near Widow's Hill, where our poor, unfortunate ancestors, Jeremiah and Josette Collins, lived for a time. And I understand that Joshua Collins, my direct ancestor, lived there with his family, even after this house was built.
Well, you certainly...
Get a little bold with the details there, Barnabas, for this initial visit. Man, okay, let's talk about how directly and immediately she stops asking questions about whether or not this guy is for real. Doesn't even think of him as a possibility being an imposter. Just like, well, of course, this is my... I love it.
And I wouldn't be a Collins if I didn't recognize in my blood, in my soul, that my roots are here. And perhaps my destiny. Oh, forgive me. I tend at times to romanticize. Promise you'll pay no attention.
I understand.
Well, now I must go.
Oh, you must be tired after your trip.
Yes, it was a long and difficult journey.
You must be exhausted.
Like coming from one world to another.
Is life in England...
A little more literal than she understands. He's fantastic.
So different from
He's
it is here?
fantastic.
Oh, no, of course not. And yet, so much is so different.
So much is so different.
Mr. Loomis didn't show up at all.
You just forget about Mr. Loomis and see to it that you get back here on time.
He didn't come back last night or today, did he?
No, he didn't.
Maybe he's gone for good.
Maybe.
You didn't like him, did you?
David, are you going out to play or aren't you?
Well, I sort of liked him. I sort of hope he comes back.
Okay. First of all, if you had told me a week and a half ago that I was going to say this, I would have told you were lying. I sort of hope Willie Loomis comes back, too. I hope the new Willie Loomis comes back. Also, I assume he does. I know the actor does, because that actor becomes, as you all have told me, a linchpin of Dark Shadows. Kind of feels like Willie's probably dead, but I don't know how vampires work in this universe yet, right? So maybe he's already been turned just because he was bitten. I don't know. Is he a real Renfield servant now, maybe? I don't know. We'll see, I suppose.
Now, you must promise to come whenever you like. You're not a stranger, you know. You're a member of the family.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know you were busy.
Oh, come in, Vicky, please. I want you to meet a cousin of mine.
Do you let them call you Vicky when your name is Victoria?
Why, yes. We're not very formal with each other.
But the name Victoria is so beautiful to me, I couldn't possibly surrender a syllable of it. Oh, forgive me. As I explained to my cousin, I indulge in, fanciful attitudes from time to time. They're not to be taken seriously. And now, good evening.
I'll take you to the door.
Oh, no, please. I'd feel more at home if I let myself out. Goodbye, Elizabeth. Goodbye, Miss Winters. Miss Victoria.
This dude is smooth as buttered bread, isn't he? I couldn't possibly give up a syllable of it. He's so good.
What an extraordinary man.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I had a cousin in England, and here he is.
He's so
Formal.
He's almost courtly.
That's the way a true Colin should be. Courteous, well-spoken.
He certainly is that.
You know something? It's quite amazing. He was brought up on stories about Collinwood. He knows the place as if he'd lived here.
Is he going to stay here?
No, he'd prefer, as he put it, more independent quarters in town. I guess it's just as well at the moment.
Did Mr. McGuire find Willie or find out where he is?
No, he's still out looking for him, and I hope to heaven he finds him. Knowing he's around and not being able to keep an eye on him troubles me, to say the least.
But when I saw him from my window the other night, I was positive that he was leaving. And I'm sure that he was carrying his sea bag with him.
But he couldn't have. His clothes were here the next morning.
But he was carrying something.
I hate to think what he'd take. Well, why did I ever let that man set foot in this house?
I mean, we know why you did, Liz. You could admit it and help Vicky out of a jam here, too. I don't know. I guess at this point you would just be including her as an accessory after the fact. Maybe don't mention it to Vicky, I suppose, in retrospect. Do throw Jason McGuire out, though. Yeah, those independent quarters he's planning, I don't think they're quite as far as you imagine they are.
2.
Yeah, David's about to meet Barnabas as well.
2, 4. You mean you've been here before?
No, but as I explained to your aunt, I heard so many stories about Collinwood when I was a child that I feel I've been here all my life.
Well, what about the passageway that leads to a little room on top of the roof?
A winding staircase.
That's right.
And a view of the sea beyond Widow's Hill.
You've got it perfect. And do you know what that room's best for?
Looking at the sea.
Yes. But at sunrise, when the sun comes over the ocean, everything begins to change color. Right in front of your eyes.
Sunrise?
I come out here sometimes early in the morning, before anybody knows I'm awake. Would you like to come with me sometime?
Perhaps.
All right. First of all, it's a lovely little scene between David and Barnabas here. That's our first good hint, I would say, towards specifically vampire. I mean, I guess coming up out of the coffin and grabbing the person's neck was a pretty good hint. But that's the first direct one. Also, maybe a suggestion that these vampires don't like the daylight. I thought it was daytime outside right now, though. It's earlier than dinner time, we know, at least.
I was talking about a sunrise. Maybe it was a sunrise that you saw, only at your home. And it makes you sad to think about it.
Perhaps.
Do you miss your home?
I did for a long time. But I don't anymore.
Okay. They're doing several things very specifically with him. The way he walks, the way he's dressed, the specificity of his shadow, all of that stuff is Dracula coded, right? Also, these are probably influenced by the Hammer films, or the Hammer films already started, the Christopher Lee stuff. Maybe those come after this.
Did you have a good time, David?
Okay. I had a good time. I had a good time, Vicky. Victoria. Barnabas is excellent. My guess is he's going to set up shop out in the old house, right? But what's going to happen is David's going to come upon his lair.
He must have heard a lot of stories.
Well, not only stories, but descriptions. Maybe he even saw pictures and drawings.
Well, maybe. You know, I think there's something funny.
David, I want you to go up and wash your hands now, or you're going to be late for dinner.
I think he talks funny. The words he uses. He talks the way people do in books.
Well, speaking correctly is hardly a fault.
Why, he wasn't...
Well, I mean, also theoretically he's British, right? So you're hearing a British accent. You could have led with that, Liz. But y'all should listen to this kid. He's been prescient before, okay?
The man in this portrait seems as though he's angry at someone. But Barnabas, my cousin that I met at the old house, he seems more sad than angry. He seems as though he's remembering something that he's lost a long time ago. Maybe that's when I thought he was a ghost. He seemed as though he was haunting the rooms instead of just walking through them.
Again, David's insightful when he wants to be. He's still in the old house.
I was a Collins. Why didn't you protect me? Where were you when I was turned into something that even my own father loathed? If his ghost is here with yours, tell him I've come home. I claim this house as mine. And whatever power you or he may have is ended. I am free now and alive. Chains with which he bound me are broken. And I've returned to live the life I never had. Whatever that may turn out to be.
Oh man. Okay. Lore dump. All right. So Josette, and we've been given a new view into the house. Okay, I dig it. Jonathan Frid, mwah. What a lovely intro to your run on this show. Okay, a couple of things. We've been given the name of Josette's husband before, but I don't recall it off the top of my head. But Daddy Collins chained up Barnabas in that box. Barnabas was turned into something that even his father loathed. And now he is claiming this house as his own. That, my assumption there is, since no one else lives in the house, and he literally claimed it like it was some sort of magic ritual, my guess is that it's just that he doesn't have to be invited to the old house now, right? That's probably the deal. Man, look at these credits, though. Hang on a minute. These credits are still rolling. I've never seen credits this long on Amazon. For what it's worth, one of our patrons mentioned the other day when I was so angry that the first episode with Jonathan Frid cut off the credits so that I didn't even get his name. They said, hey, for me, it didn't do that, actually. So, boy, okay. So Daddy Dearest chained up Barnabas after he's turned. My guess is we will absolutely get that story. I think it's probably a ways off. They're going to tease that out for a long, long time. How long will it be before we go back in time at all is what I really wonder. All right, folks, stay tuned. We'll be back with episode 213 before you know it. If you're watching on YouTube, I want to remind you, you can get them early, ad-free, more often, all at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. Thanks so much to everybody for watching.
Dark shadows.